So we walked out into the front yard, which is our farm, and Ben looked at this half of the box and he said, everything's got to be pulled up. I was like, how do you know that? So we thought this would be a valuable video to share about looking at things when they're starting to bolt, and why when things start to bolt you need to pull them up. So in here we've got two different types of radish. Ben will explain to you what they are. I know this one's daikon, and I always forget what that one's called.
Yep, so these are China red, the one with the more kind of together leaves without all the lobes on them. The ones with the lobes on them are daikon.
And these are a little bit more spicy in flavor, yeah?
Yeah, the China reds are meant to be eaten like a radish you'd get at the store. They look more like a mini carrot though, and really, really bright red as the name would suggest. And yeah, this batch is our first time planting them, and they're hot. So they work really well for pickling and other things that you add a little sweetness and sourness to it.
We did pickle some because we weren't sure kind of what was going on with them. We did a real simple, is it called a brine?
No, just a pickle.
A pickle.
Sweet pickle.
Yeah, sweet pickle, and actually that cut the spiciness pretty well. So that's probably what we're going to do with these as well. So we're going to show you what it looks like, what you're looking for when they bolt. Ben had to show me up close. And basically we're going to pull them up. And so what you're looking for is what, Ben?
So these guys started to bolt because it got a little warm. We had like a cold spell, warm spell, cold spell kind of mix. And so I got these guys in. They're usually pretty fast to grow, but with that warming and cooling, right here, right? They got confused. And you see the little seed buds or flower buds starting to come up. So these heads, when these start to show, the plants will actually start to put all their energy towards developing a flower and less energy developing the root. And so this one right here is a great example of where you can see the entire stalk, unlike its brothers and sisters next to it, got really thick, put up this big flower stalk with the seed head at the top, and it's going to stop putting energy into the root. And then down there, the nice radish that's there, that guy will start to get hard and starchy and dried out. So as soon as you see these seed heads come up, regardless of where the radishes are at, you just should pick them and eat with what you got. So if we look at this one, this guy was pretty developed enough. You can start to see how beautiful these rose radishes are, and the color is amazing. For us, what we do is we cut off the bottom. This part down here gets a little starchy, so you can cut that guy off when you're processing it. You can obviously cut the tops off as well. And this one in particular, which we had issues with this last year in these beds, and it looks like they're still around this year. We've got some cabbage worms or cabbage maggots inside these. They burrow into a lot of these root crops. It doesn't necessarily hurt to just clean them out and eat the plant still, but if they're left on their own, they'll destroy this root. And if you got longer growing crops like turnips and those types of things, if they get the roots early, the turnips won't develop and you'll lose your whole crop. So
yep, so we're gonna go ahead and pull these all up, and yeah, we're done with this. This half of the box is done. So yeah, make sure you just check your vegetables, right? I mean, I think that's the most important thing, is to just kind of look and observe and be in tune with sort of what's been happening with the weather, and know that when things get hot after it's been cold and wet for some time, that you have a chance of things bolting. And unfortunately these did a little bit earlier than we expected. So thank you.